Hi, this is Laurie, teen librarian from Pride Cheneyville. Today we're going to be working on a dragon's nest egg. Okay, since nobody knows what a dragon's egg looks like these days, we could just create whatever we want. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a little styrofoam bowl that I cut the rim off of, and yours will already be cut. We're going to fill the inside, not fill, but really cover the inside with tacky glue, and then squish, and really squish our paper shredded stuff in there. You know, and try to get as much in as you can. Don't worry about whatever hangs over the edge. I don't think the dragons were worried about that. So that will be the bed of your nest. Okay, so what you're going to get is the styrofoam bowl. You're going to get a handful of the shredded brown paper. You get a plastic egg. Oops. Okay. And a container of tacky glue. You're going to get some green yarn, a good bit of that, some copper colored yarn, and some really fluffy fuzzy blue. Okay, so we are going to start with, okay, a few hints. You're going to use a popsicle stick. You're going to get everything in your kit. So I would use a popsicle stick to coat the inside of your styrofoam, and then keep that handy because you're going to need it. And then you're going to use toothpicks for quite a bit. It may save your fingers. I must have washed my hands at least 8 times while I was doing this because I kept getting stuck full of glue, and then I couldn't let go of the egg. You're going to get some tape, masking tape. That's what the word I was looking for. We're going to get some masking tape, and truthfully, the easiest way to do this, I would cut your masking tape in half long ways, and then get your egg totally together and tape that edge. I tried to glue it with the tacky glue and wait until it dried, which was another long step, and it didn't really hold. This will hold, so it's not going to come apart while you're working on it, which really made things complicated and difficult, and took another hand washing. So that's what we're going to do. Suggestion for you, this time, instead of like I usually do, I tell you to work on paper and then get rid of the paper afterwards. I would not suggest trying to do this on paper. Try to do it on a hard surface, something that you can just wipe clean afterwards, because if you get all that glue, and you are going to have all that glue all over the egg, and then you go to sit it down to dry, you're just going to keep getting stuck to the paper and ripping the paper off of it. So that is what we're going to do. We are just going to work. This is my glue to use. Yours is going to come in a little condiment cup. All right, so after we've got that stuff done, we're going to start by working with your green yarn. Okay? You're going to start at one end or the other. Doesn't really matter which one. You're going to get some glue, and you're going to really get it on there. Okay? Don't be afraid to use the glue. Same thing with your nest. You're going to want to get as much of that shredded paper stuck in there as you can. Now, here comes the difficult part and the messy part. You're going to start one spot and then coil the yarn around and keep on curling and coiling. Doesn't matter if it's right in the middle or anything, it's just going to all work out in the end. Okay, do you see what's happening? It's covering more and more, and as you go, keep pressing it together. It's not going to be a big deal if you have some openings, because what we're going to do when you get done covering this whole thing, now you can still, like here, you can still tighten it, but I wouldn't worry about it. When you get all the green yarn all the way around the entire, whoops, see what happens? This is why I said we'd probably be better off working with things like toothpicks. All right, it took me quite a few tries to get this to where it would be even close to being covered. Very messy job. I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing. So that is what you have. Let me roll this off my fingers because I can't get to the sink right now. And if I touch anything else, of course, I'm going to be stuck to it. So, good enough. Okay, now, if you look at my egg, the one that's done, okay, see, I kind of left that like that a little bit on the bottom because now you could sit it up and it will stay instead of rolling all over. If you take a close look, every place that I had an opening, I took a piece. I cut these up in strips for myself. You'll get one decent size hunk. I just laid it in to any space that I found, squished it in, took a toothpick, put glue in there, took the yarn, squished it down, used a toothpick to press it in there, and if the ends shred a bit, it doesn't matter. In fact, it's good. Obviously, we're kind of shredded here. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. You're going to go around and fill in the empty spaces, places where your egg shows through. You're going to fill that in, and then, since it's still going to look a little bit peculiar, like this, all right, and put that on, but it still looked just a little bit strange. You use your fuzzy blue and get creative, and you just cover any spots. I snipped pieces, I left some of them longer, like this one was kind of a swirl, but whatever you choose to do, and it will be your egg, and it should be a lot of fun. Okay, so now you've got your nest ready, and you've got your egg ready, and there she comes. Right in the nest egg, okay? And there we are, all ready for a baby dragon. Does anybody know how long it takes them to hatch? I haven't got a clue, but I would guess it's going to be a good long while before this egg hatches. You have a great day, and enjoy this project, and get ready for our next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.